Oh, hi!
Hey!
So, I have fantasies, including lighters, cameras, and rainbow-colored pubes. I love rainbow pubes.
I really hope that was intended to be a joke, because that's just a shitty fantasy.
Fantasies are thoughts, ideas, concepts, things that we picture in our mind that turn us on.
Believe me, I know a thing or two about fantasy.
Today I'm going to talk about 5 of the most common fantasies that we women have.
There's no doubt in my mind that you are going to talk about rape fantasies, and when you do, I'm absolutely certain it's going to be painful to watch you try and reconcile that with your feminism.
Important note, what I'm going to be talking about today is common female fantasies, not to be confused with female desires. Fantasies come from the unconscious mind, which can sometimes go a little further than your body might want to. All clear?
Well, no, absolutely not. This makes no sense at all. First you said these things turn you on, but now you're saying you don't actually desire them, and they just are coming unbidden into your conscious mind. I mean, I guess really what you're saying is that you're not responsible, and this is thought rape.
Many women fantasize about having a steamy, sensual romp with a beautiful woman. Come on, can you blame her?
Well, it makes sense to me. The first thing I learned in college is that all chicks are bi.
Women are fantasizing about having their bodies worshipped, calling the shots, and all the while being begged for more.
No, I have no problem whatsoever believing that that's what some women fantasize about.
So I'm in this shady bar, and all of a sudden this holy shit hottie steps out of the shadow and engages me in this sensual discussion. The tension builds and he ends up whisking me away for a night of hot, uninhibited sex. No names, no number, just straight pleasure.
So this is kind of a rape fantasy light then, huh? Now, I get that we reviewed that fantasies are just in your head, but I hope that everyone realizes that if you actually did do this in real life, it might actually be reasonable for somebody later to say you were asking for it.
Now, one of the most common fantasies of all is one in which the woman is raped or sexually assaulted.
Boom. Called it.
Despite all the research that's been done on rape fantasies, it's still a little bit unclear exactly what it does mean. So here's a summary of the general hypotheses that are out there about rape fantasies. One is just that it's sort of an extreme expression of power dynamics. So it's kind of like a branch off of submission fantasies. Another is that our culture eroticizes violence and aggression, so people are internalizing that. And
I'm not sure if it really is internalized violence or not. I mean, men don't have rape fantasies where they fantasize about raping someone. I mean, guys might have fantasies about not having to really ask to do whatever you want to your woman, but the key words there are your woman. It's somebody who, at least in your mind in the fantasy, you know that you do have consent. You just didn't ask for the consent, but you have it. Okay, no guy just says, hey bro, I was just thinking the other day, man, how hot it'd be to just be hanging around outside the mall around closing time and grab some chick, drag her behind the dumpster, and just go to town. No guy ever says that, because if a guy said that to his bro guys, they would not respond well to that, no.
Rape means force, so women can engage in these wild, raunchy sex romps and then not feel guilt about it because she protested and she tried to stop it, but the pleasure came anyway. Can't blame her.
I can't believe you just said that, Laci. How can you be so unaware that you don't even realize that one thing people say if they speak out against feminism is that feminism presents women as being inherently unable to take responsibility for themselves or the things that happen to them. And yet here you are saying, yeah, it's sexually thrilling to think about being able to say, hey, I got my pleasure and I'm not responsible. There are enough things that you could have said about rape fantasies that you didn't need to include this to say enough about it for the sake of this video. So the fact that you felt the need to include it makes me think that you have like zero introspection whatsoever. And that's kind of sad though, because I do actually think you're a smart person.
last fantasy I wanted to talk about today was role-playing, and
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
this can include dressing up like a teacher or a doctor, or it could include dressing down, like, say, a stripper. Notice that this fantasy, once again, is about being desired and also being in control of a situation.
Here's the thing, Laci. Strippers are not in control of the situation. That's why strip clubs have bouncers.
Obviously, there are a lot of clear themes here. There's a lot about being in control, about being out of control, about really feeling desired and wanted. And women are simultaneously in control of their sexual encounters, but out of control of their own pleasure.
Well, I certainly am glad that you're at least aware of the doublethink taking place.
We simultaneously believe that we are desirable because we're women, but that we're not desirable because our bodies are never good enough.
In the Screwtape Letters, C.S. Lewis has the demon Screwtape advise the demon Wormwood that an excellent way to torment the minds and thoughts of women is to constantly be reminding them that the sort of beauty that is most easily and immediately valued in this world is also the sort of beauty that is the most transient. Everything is in a constant state of decay, and the sooner you come to terms with that, the happier you will end up being.
Alright everyone, I'm Laci Green. I love you oh so much. I have some business to attend to now.
I've got some business to attend to too. I think Bering put up a new video a couple hours ago.
So, fare thee well.
Yeah, bye.